Day 1, 5:30. We're leaving. Destination, Ayutthaya. That's only the first day. It's gonna be a long ride. We gotta get some breakfast before we get out of town. Let's go. All packed, all ready to go. V forgot her helmet. She had to go all the way back upstairs to get her helmet. She didn't forget her cell phone, she's got that. So we'll wait for her to come back. But Ayutthaya today, it's 280 kilometers. We're gonna stop on the way for breakfast outside of Pattaya and leave right from there. That'll be our official leaving point. So as soon as V gets back with her helmet, we can leave. You forget anything else?
So we stopped here at the Route 66 diner on the way out of town. Now normally they wouldn't even be open till 9 o'clock in the morning, but here they opened at 6 a.m. because this was the day of the Super Bowl. And not that I'm a sports fan or anything, but I did appreciate that the diner was open early because of that. So we stopped in to get a good rib stick and breakfast, but we're not gonna stick around and watch the whole game. We got to get on the road. We got a lot of miles to do, so let's go do them.
So today, the 8th, it's probably the worst smog that I've seen. It probably won't come through on video, but the visibility is very bad. And right behind me is one of the big reasons. This is sugar cane, and this is the time of the year that they burn it. And all that burning from usually the northern areas creates this smog. So that's what you have this time of year. This stuff's like 12 foot tall. I don't know how it works. I'm not sure that that's the only thing or the chief culprit, but I've heard that's part of it. So we're on our way to Ayutthaya. Just stop for a little break here at the field. All right.
So we made a couple stops, maybe more than a couple, probably 4 or 5 stops along the way, because I had to keep checking directions, and it was about 17 different turns. I took kind of a circuitous route around Bangkok, so we wouldn't encounter any of that around Chonburi, the big population centers. So we would kind of stay out of traffic and be more kind of out in the country, smaller roads, but. Couple twists and turns notwithstanding, we made it into Ayutthaya just before lunchtime here. Don't you hate when a bus blocks the bike lane? But anyway, this monument here is a roundabout, kind of right in the middle of town, right in the middle of Ayutthaya. And we were going to go all the way kind of through town to the end, and then turn left down here and go down to the river. There's a river, the Chao Phraya River. Well, there's another river also that runs through, but that's where our hotel would be, the Ayutthaya Hotel. That's Ayutthaya, I believe. Ayutthaya Hotel. So here we are, and they met us right out front. This was a very nice hotel. I believe this hotel was a little over 2,000 baht for the night. Definitely not the cheapest place in town, but I think one of the better choices. And it's important that we're right on the river. I'll show you why here in a minute, because what we want to do while we're here largely is going to be right on the river. So let's meet the concierge here and get all checked in. That welcome drink hits the spot, I tell you. Nothing beats a welcome drink on a hot day. So we left the diner at about 7:30. It's about 11:30. What's that? 4 hours from the diner to here, but we had a lot of stops, and I'll get checked in and we'll take a look around. So it's only 2 floors here, and I didn't see an elevator, so I guess that still means it's not handicap accessible, but at the same time it was a pretty easy trek up to the room here. But first thing I noticed, look at this huge door. Look how tall this thing is. I'm thinking, why do they need doors that tall? But then when you get inside, you kind of see what's going on. So
This may be one of the strangest hotel rooms ever. The ceiling has got to be like 20 feet. It's like a cathedral in here. There's great big huge chandelier and molding in there. Beds look okay. Floor is about the same. But look at this. Got all this ornate plates and artwork, bowls, nice desk, a sitting area over here. But the sense of space in here, I almost think like that's a gallery up there. Like behind that mirror, there might be a gallery of people watching. I don't know. So there's no balcony. That's the only thing. But we're really only like on the second floor. So, and if we go out this way, it's kind of like a balcony right there. So I guess you don't really need a balcony. But we'll go down and we're right on the river. We're right on the river. We're going to do some stuff on the river. We got a lot of things to do in Ayutthaya. Hello. I guess. Huh?
So now they have promotion and 50 baht.
Okay.
So the food is.
So that was the concierge, the front desk, and she booked us a dinner boat. That's one of the things I wanted to do in Ayutthaya. It's one of the main reasons I'm here. I wanted to have dinner on the river, a riverboat dinner. So we're going to do that. Right there's the river. So the boat will pull up and pick us up. You can see the old temple and temple ruins and stuff right here. So that's what we're doing later. We're going to get unpacked, get a little rest up after the 300-kilometer trip, and that's what we'll do later. Okay. So beautiful resort here. I really love the place. I think we got it to ourselves. I really think we're the only ones here. And I'll show you around while we talk, but this is my first time here in Ayutthaya, but it's V's hometown. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to give her a taste of home, and then at the same time it would give me a chance to see some of the cool stuff she's told me about, and the stuff that I've seen and researched on my own, all the ruins, and especially right out here behind us, the Chao Phraya River, and all the things along the river. So the riverboat dinner was high on my list. I would come just for that. It sounded really like something I wanted to do. So tomorrow we're going to get, she's going to book us a tour of the city, and we're going to go around and see all the stuff that there is to see. But it's getting late in the day. We had a long day, long trip, long travels, and getting checked in and all settled in. And we're going to go out on this boat for dinner, and then tomorrow's another day. But let's go do this first.
So yeah, maybe just a slight miscommunication. I thought she said the boat was coming to pick us up. Turns out they sent somebody to pick us up. I thought that sounded strange to begin with.
This is our ride to the boat. These Ayutthaya tuk-tuks are a little different, but I'm kind of crammed in here. It's not really a tuk-tuk, almost like a little tiny miniature bot bus, but it's more like a tuk-tuk. I don't know.
So yeah, sorry about that. Very noisy in the back of that thing, and only about a 5-minute ride, but it was a little tight. If you're much taller than I am, you might have some trouble fitting in there. So he took us to the restaurant. So the boat is part and parcel of a restaurant here, and you can dine in apparently. So they do not cook the food on the boat. They cook the food in the restaurant, and then they carry it onto the boat, and it's all ready for you when you go, as you see here. And also the drinks, if you want anything to drink other than like water or soda, you'll order that in the restaurant and then also carry that onto the boat. So this is a kind of an all-inclusive deal, except for drinks. But everything's right there for us, where the table was set. Now this will be just the two of us on this whole boat. She's introducing the captain here, and she's also explaining how the boat is actually 80 years old. They bought this boat and they totally refurbished it with using teak wood, and it's actually a beautiful boat, but it's got a little bit of history to it. And she also, stated she's coming with us. She'll kind of be like our waitress, our own private waitress for this. And she's also going to be a little bit of a tour guide and point out the various points of interest as we pass them and where we're going and all that. So the total trip's supposed to be about 90 minutes.
All right, we got a private boat, just the two of us, for a lovely evening on the Ayutthaya River. We got a lot of good food here and some drink. So we're going to enjoy it, and I'll show you what we see on the way. All right. So we've been out about an hour. It was exactly what I thought it would be. So beautiful on this river at sunset. All the temples, the ruins. We had a great meal. Like I told you, it's a little bit hazy or smoggy for a real good sunset, but it still was very pretty, and this is why I came. I know V's from here. She wanted to come back to her hometown too, but this is really what got me here. So maybe you can try it sometime. Enjoy.
So yeah, so this whole boat junket here includes the food and all that. It was just over 1,000 baht per person, and then if you want any drinks, like we got some drinks, so that was a little extra. But for a little over 2,000 baht a person, that includes the 90-minute boat ride. Now we started at right about 5 because I thought that would put us back around 6:30, and that's generally when it's getting dark. So I think that worked out really well, at least this time of year, to get a good sunset cruise kind of thing here. The food was very good. However, we didn't really get to order the food. The food is kind of preset, almost a set menu. They just tell you, hey, tonight you're getting sweet and sour fish, you're getting a tom yum chicken, you're getting, what else did we have? Some shrimp and vegetables and spring rolls. So that's kind of, they decide that. Now here's the place, in case you're curious, Lan Ta Luang, but there are other places like this in Ayutthaya. This is the one we used, and there's their sign in case you want to know where it is or find it yourself. So then same thing in reverse. They sent the tuk-tuk. I guess you call this a tuk-tuk, not really sure, but these are all over Ayutthaya. So but it's kind of like more like a little bot bus, I think. I don't know. Long day. It's a long day. Long day on the bike. We had a great evening. We got tons more stuff to do tomorrow, so we got to get a good night's sleep. All right. So there you go. Not bad for a first day. The first day of the trip seems to be the longest. Well, maybe the first and the last day of the trip, actually, with the most road miles. But I think we still made the most of it today with that lovely resort and an evening riverboat cruise. So definitely something I'd do again and something I'd recommend. To kind of get in front of any questions, the videos are lagging behind the actual timeline of the trip probably by 2 or 3 days. So by the time you watch this, we're already in the next town. We're no longer in Ayutthaya. So much more to come here. We've got about 2,000 kilometers to cover, but for this episode, I'm going to go ahead and leave it off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.